Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your JAYFLIGHT 242 BHS travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking on your campsite. You have plenty of room for that awning to come in and out. Over here on your off campsite, of course, your slide. You have room for that to come in and out. But also leave yourself a nice walking path, because the next thing I need you to think about when parking is where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to plug in on the rear of the unit. And then your water is going to be on your off campsite or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, just above your rear tire for campsites. Once you arrive and park accordingly, so you utilize all the facilities, after you unhook your hitch, first thing you do is level your unit. Unit does come with a power tongue jack. Simply retract or extend. As soon as you turn that on, your light automatically comes on. Should you lose power, under this rubber stopper is a manual crank that your stabilizing jack handle will fit onto. Located that. Once we get our unit level, next thing we can do is stabilize it. 3/4 inch hand crank here. As I crank these down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop in the summer. Good investment with 10% off coupon. Run these down just until you have some resistance on your hand crank. Once it feels like it's going to start lifting the unit, go ahead and stop. Run all 4 of those down. Got one on each corner. Once you got all 4 of them down, we can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Here's the rear ones. Big long 30 amp cord. Where these new ones go on, there's a pistol grip. Put them into the left, turn it to your right, and put your black washer on. That'll lock it on. At the end of that 30 amp, you need to plug in a home. There's a 30 to 110 adapter. Comes with your convenience pack. Got your power plugged in. Let's hook up our water. At the campsites, you will hook up the city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Use this when putting fluid in here. Hook that up, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. On the rear of your unit, just to the right of your power cord, is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, folks, is making sure our drain plug's back in. Throw a little plumber's tape around that, get this on there nice and snug. Then you can go ahead and turn that hose on. Now our unit's level and stable. You can go inside and deploy your slides, whatever you need to do in order to get to your water spigots. Open those up, get a nice steady flow of water going through them, get all the air out of the lines. You can shut them off, and then you can turn on your hot water heater from indoors. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go dry camping or boondocking. In that case, we'll just fill up our fresh water tank. Potable water. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Simply use a hose. 2 ways to tell when it's full. 1, there's an overflow valve right here. Or 2, on the inside where you check the levels of your battery. In black and gray tanks, there's also a fresh water button. Once this is full, return your cap. And then whenever you want to utilize this water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we're all set up to camp with power and water. I'm going to walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit, starting on your campsite here. Got a little outdoor kitchen area. This is a flue for your furnace. 2 things. Make sure nothing's ever blocking it. And if you run your furnace, steer clear. That will get rather warm. A couple outdoor speakers, bright awning lights. This is a vent for your microwave. Again, your potable water. There's a TV mount in your bedroom. Has the same mount. You can take that TV if you put one in there and bring it right outside, clip it on here. Plug in your cable in 110 if you don't want to miss the game. Low point drain right here. That'll be for your fresh water. Your big pass-through storage. On your awning, hypothetically your picnic table's down there and it starts raining. You can pull down on this pitch adjust. That is going to tilt your awning this way and run all the rainwater away from your campsite. You can do that from either end. Your propane does have a cover, just took off, and a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Check your battery posts now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose going down the road. Your big pass-through storage again. Your slide. One thing I do want to say on your slide, in order for these wiper seals to stay flexible or have a long life, you want them to stay flexible. They actually have a spray you can spray on those. Add to the longevity of the life of that. Here's your black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. You have your outdoor hot and cold shower here. Again, your city water connect. Your low point drain for the campsites. And your black and gray holding tanks. Lastly, this is where you plug in your cable at the campsites. Spare tire with a cover. And you are prepped for a Furrion backup camera. Device you purchased from our store, it sits on the dash of your tow vehicle, electronically communicating with this device, giving you a backup camera for the unit. That about covers everything out here. Let's go take a look inside. Nice step above solid steps coming in with the grab handle. First thing I like to point out in every unit is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. To our left, as soon as we come in, we'll go around this corner here. Little control panel to check your levels. Here's your brand new battery. There's your freshwater button. I said you can hold it down to tell when your potable water is full. Black and gray tanks. Interior, exterior lighting, awning control and slide control. Your awning. See, the bottom of your awning is white, top is gray. When that white flap falls down and you can see your brown bar, that's as far as you want to go. That will extend itself up, continue rolling out and roll itself up backwards. So keep an eye on it as you run it out. Again, your slide control below that at 110. Continue running your awning in here. While I do talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. This is 12 volt. The reason I mentioned this 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are out dry docking, dry camping somewhere and nothing plugged in, charge your battery. Disconnect your battery post to keep this from running your battery down while you're gone for the day. Close the entry doorway. Individual touch lighting here. Self-explanatory. Microwave. You do have a light and a fan. Above your cooktop, this glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to light. Changes from blue to red. Hit your spark. There's your flame. Now same thing on the oven. Turn this to light. Hit your spark down here. No need for a pilot light anymore. And then just turn it to the desired temperature. If you click that panel light down, becomes an oven light. Below your oven, breaker box and fuses. Handful of 15s in there, 30, 40. Highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Your Furrion fridge over here has privacy curtains on your bunk area. All this is individual one-touch lighting as well. 110 back here by this one. Coming into your bathroom, you do have a hand open power exhaust vent in here. Lighting, plumbing to maintain. just as you would at home. Remember this one here, you're bouncing a house down the road, so keep an eye on these. Make sure everything's staying nice and snug for you. It is PEX, so it works really well. Coming into your living room area here, around the corner is your thermostat. Turn that on, and let's go straight to, oops, right past it. Let's go straight to your AC. Turn that down, get that to kick on. Right. AC does have a quick dump on it as well. Is that running? Now shut that off. See, the AC will shut off rather quickly. Now I'm going to turn on your heat. What I want to point out with this is when I shut your heat off, it's kicking on. Shut that off. It takes a few minutes for the heat fan to cycle through before it shuts off. Over here, your table, wiggle this table up, the legs will remove. Set your table down on these lips right here all the way around. Put your back cushions on top, gives you another sleeping quarters. Sound system. RV Technologies, remote right here for it. So you're dual zoned. Shut it off in here, and now it's playing outdoors. Or both. Whatever's blue is on. Bluetooth, AM, FM, auxiliary hookup. Really nice system. Touch it once to mute it. Hold it in to shut it off. If you hook a TV up, when you hook your cable up in here, when you get to the campsite, before you run your digital channel scan, make sure that green light is on. That's a digital channel enhancer, and it'll allow you to pick up more channels. In your bedroom, you're also prepped for TV. This is the clamp. Pull forward on this little button here. You can take the same TV and mount it outside with the same clamp. Easy changeover. This is where it's wired for solar. Leave this template on here in case the tech ever decides they have to wire this whole thing for solar. There's where their information's at. 110 next to the beds. One touch light in here. That blue accent light is from that switch over there. Storage under the bed, which access from either side. For travel, make sure that both of your bedroom doors are snapped open. There's that blue accent light. You know, this one touch light in here. Again, snapped open. That about covers everything in here. Oh, you do have a smoke alarm right above your dinette here. So what I like to do is come over here and show off my interior lights. Then I can look around the unit and see any individual lights I may have left on. Come back to my control panel. If I can see what I'm doing here. Turn my lights on and say doors and drawers. Make sure all doors are secure. All drawers are in. Make sure both your bedroom doors are snapped open. Nothing's going to impede your slide from coming in. Come over here, just slide in. See the importance of having these doors closed up here. One last thing. I wanted you to hear that noise. It's okay to hear that just for the second that you just did hear it. It's the slide mechanism telling itself not to go in any further. There's nothing grinding. That's the sound it makes. Exit our unit. As you exit, you want to make sure this exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise, this could catch on it coming up. Bring it up. Show you here you have adjustable legs. On those, you'll simply press that in and pull this to where you want it. Set that inside, make sure this is locked. Lock and deadbolt our exterior door. Lift and turn this handle, your door is ready for travel. At this point, unhook our power, our water, and our cable, and bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. If we are out boondocking, we're going to dump that freshwater tank right there. And if we're at a campsite, We're going to come to this low point drain. Open up both of those. Last water to drain, we're going to come over to our hot water heater. Lift up on this pressure release valve. That'll dump the remainder of your hot water out of there. Close that handle, otherwise this won't close. Then you can pull that drain plug. Hook up our hitch and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be right behind your rear tire on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. 10-foot hose comes in your convenience pack. Hook that up. First thing we're going to pull is our black holding tank. Now once it sounds like that's no longer draining, leave that black handle open. Come up to this tank flush valve, and with the hose at the dump station with your water pressure regulator, turn that on for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Get done there, shut that hose off, make sure this is continuing to drain out. Another way to check it is open your door and press your black tank button. That'll tell you when it's empty. Close that black handle, pull your gray handle. That's going to be cleaner water as your sinks, your showers. It's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. Once that's done, close that drain and conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose right here in your bumper. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this JAYFLIGHT for many years to come. Happy camping.